Park Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. White now to return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch the first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
On play action, Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
It's a 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Second and goal.
Again, it's Cook. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. The defense forces the punt, and the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football. That's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional round weekend. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. And a fast footwork by White. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
319!
A give. This is Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown here this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll go with the blitz as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Halftime coming up.
All right,
Let's get you
Brandon,
down to
thanks
Orlando
much.
and our buddy Scott
We
Hansen
roll on
with our
here
EA
on this
Sports
divisional round
halftime
Sunday.
report.
2 more final scores to get to, and then we'll know the AFC, NFC title game matchups. But first, let's look back at Saturday's action. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the New England Patriots. And it's the number 3 pick from 2 drafts ago, Drake May. This is going to end up a touchdown. The visitors pull off yet another upset. They are now just 1 win away from the Super Bowl. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners at home to take on Washington. And this is the fan favorite, the fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The 49ers use that bye week to their advantage. They'll get another home game next week in their quest for the Super Bowl. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Give the Cook out of the gun. And they scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Allen completes to Shakir once again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wide, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Round 80!
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 38 yards. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. T.J. Sanders gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket.
And pressure gets to him again. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On the return, it's White. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing now is Allen. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Check him out. Check the call.
Inside give to Davis. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Davis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They go back to the ground now with Davis. And a nice job to break free with one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
319!
They go again with Davis. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. And the backfield standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Round 80!
After the penalty, it's Davis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Davis. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Now we just have to deal with a snow-filled parking lot as we say so long from Buffalo.
I'm just looking forward to getting warm.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. The throw, the catch, and a 39-yard touchdown pass. The Bills are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the New England Patriots. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. This will wind up a touchdown. The Pats are moving on. They are now 1 win away from the Super Bowl. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Washington Commanders. And this is the fan favorite, the fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Niners are on to the NFC Championship game. They get it done here in the divisional round. And with that, the divisional round is complete. We're down to 4. Next Sunday night, we will know the Super Bowl matchup. Until then, Scott Hansen saying goodnight from Orlando.